Greetings, MEMSPA leaders from across the state of Michigan. We are here at our lobby day for MEMSPA, representing all of our voices in Lansing, and we're currently in the Senate Gallery here at the Capitol. My name is David Simpson, and I'm the Co-State and Federal Relations Coordinator for MEMSPA, along with
Allison Apsey, and I am also the Co-State and Federal Relations Coordinator for MEMSPA.
So Allison, what did we do today? What were some highlights, would you say?
So principals from around the state gathered and lobbied for some really important issues. First of all, we have Senate Bill 122 and 202, which will maintain the percentage of teacher evaluation, that is the student achievement data, to 25% rather than bumping it up, which is currently bumped up to 40%. So we are really advocating to maintain that at 25%. And so we talked with our representatives and senators about supporting that.
And that's a one-year reprieve, right?
It is a one-year reprieve, but we're going to take it.
Yeah.
It's better than no reprieve.
Do you know what they're going to do in that year? What they're going to plan on talking about in that next year if that does happen?
Well, I'm wondering about the entire teacher evaluation bill and what changes might come with that entire bill.
Okay.
I think he was quizzing me. Were you quizzing me?
Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly.
All
Keep on our
right.
toes.
So another important thing we talked about were our snow day forgiveness for those snow days that were caused by the state of emergency. And so we advocated for forgiving those days and not tacking on days to the end of the school year that are really not going to impact student achievement in a positive way. So we're really advocating for that also.
And the message with that too was just make a decision. Our parents, our communities are just in limbo right now. We just need a decision one way or the other so we can move forward. Last part that we really talked about today was stopping the raid on the K-12 school aid fund for higher education. The entire history of funding for higher education up until 9 years ago was all funded from general dollars. That's a fun fact for today. And Jennifer Granholm had moved $200 million 9 years ago, setting a terrible precedence that has continued. And so that's $500 million that we want to stay in our K-12 funding to fund our Michigan schools. So those are some things.
Yep.
Call to action that we kind of heard today, this is kind of important. We heard from a number, a principal talked to us today that her representative said this is the first time in 4 years that he's met with a principal. And so not just coming to Lansing, but here's our challenge to all of you. Look up your representative, look up your senator. They have coffee hours that are in your area on a monthly basis where they have coffee time, lunch. We want you to get out there and meet with them. Stop in for the hour, stop in for the half hour, let them know who you are. Those relationships will be the foundation for changes and supports to public education that we need for our students. As we say in our schools, it starts with relationships. The same thing happens in Lansing. Let's build those relationships within our communities.
Absolutely. And we'll have another lobby day coming up in the fall. If you feel at all intimidated by lobby day, contact one of us. We'll explain the entire process to you because we want to invite as many Michigan principals to come lobby for our kids as possible. And I heard from some newbies today who
I think
said
we had 3 or 4 first time.
it certainly was not as intimidating as they thought it was going to be. They really enjoyed the experience. So thank you so much.
Thanks. All right.
All right.
See
Go
ya.
team.
Go.